Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP. And I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button to always be informed when I do upload a video or even go live. You guys will not regret it. Also, smash a like on this video if you guys do hold XRP and are a supporter of the XRP community. So, with that being said, let's refresh the market. We do see a little bit more price action playing out, up about 1.47%, as expected, sitting at about a $2.10 trillion market cap. I do think that we go a little bit higher, close out the weekly at a solid point, before obviously dipping back down, as we even see Ethereum, pretty much trying to pump to about $3,400. Totally fine. We also see XRP sitting down here at about $1.10 still. Everything's kind of been sitting stable on support for the most part, which is telling me that we might have some volatile price action tomorrow after the weekly close. I think that as we pretty much end out the weekly, I think that we will pretty much get back into that little bit of volatileness on crypto, and then obviously Monday will probably be a little bit of a red day, but I think that throughout the week we'll see some nice solid price action. We won't see the good price action until probably about the end of the month into October, so keep that in mind. So with that being said, I just want to jump into it. So we do see here vindication is coming for the XRP community. Don't ever forget what we've seen. We know what's being built. I know they can't shake me out. Reasons behind reasons. And I think that this is solid, right? So first off, I love XRP Owl's overall content. Incredible individual, especially with his research. But it's the idea that overall, when we look at what XRP is doing, first off, I think a lot of people forget about the fact that XRP, when it runs, it really runs. I mean, it's probably one of the fastest moving assets in the space when it actually truly does break out. For an example, we were moving 40 cents a day back in April, just to give you guys an insight. During the 2017-2018 bull run, we pumped from 22 cents roughly to about $3.84 on some of the major exchanges. So, when XRP runs, it really does run. Also, we already know what's being built behind closed doors. We've talked about CBDCs. We've talked about the ODL service, the line of credit, SMEs, B2B. I mean, there's so much to talk about. It's absolutely crazy. But, there's a lot of things in my mind that I still hold out for in terms of XRP, because I know what's to come. I know that the flip is going to be switched at some point in time. Or the switch is going to be flipped, if you will, whatever the case may be, how you want to word it. But overall, I think that we will get into the financial switch that will pretty much spark the innovation of crypto. But with that being said, I also want to talk to you guys about this statement here. We always see the idea that crypto is risky, right? So is working a 9 to 5 for a company that will replace you in a heartbeat. So is leaving your money in a bank. So is life. We could die at any time. Do you know what's worse than taking a risk? Not taking any at all. Nobody achieved greatness with complacency. And I also want to talk to you guys about the fact that a lot of people are really concerned about the idea of getting into this mindset that, why would I invest in crypto when I could go do this, that, whatever the case may be, or the people don't want to put the time in, right? They're like, why don't I have $1 million when I put, money in on Monday, for an example, right? We also see a lot of people who talk down on these assets in the space, like especially XRP. People put like $10 in, and they're just like, why am I not at $100,000 on Friday? Like, it's so crazy to me that you have people like this in this game that don't understand the risk-reward factor. For an example, I remember when the lawsuit happened with the SEC, some individual down in Florida who put $50 into XRP literally wanted to have a class action lawsuit against Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple for putting $50 in. Those are the type of people that will spread FUD all day long and talk so bad about an asset when they don't even have a tenth of somebody's net worth invested in. These are projects that, in my mind, I'm not investing to become an overnight millionaire tomorrow. I just know what is happening behind closed doors. These things take time to be built. You gotta have patience, but people will work a 9 to 5 job for the rest of their life, or go to college for a 4-year degree, put themselves in massive amounts of debt, just to work that debt off for another 10 plus years. A lot of people have patience when it comes to other things, but not crypto. And it just does not make sense to me, because crypto is a life-changing asset or market that could have you pretty much be retired in the span of a few months. And hey, if you don't have enough money to put in this year, don't worry. We will have a bear market, and we will march into a utility market where you will make life-changing gains off of even the smallest amounts. So with that being said, let's move on. So we also hear this narrative that coins won't dump 70 to 99% once everything is done pumping will hurt a lot of people. You didn't listen to me the last time. XRP crashed 97%. Maybe consider listening this time. We had the institutional and utility narrative back then too. Stay focused. And this is the truth, right? A lot of people keep saying, this year's different. This year's different. We're in a lengthening cycle. We're not going to have a pullback. We're going into a utility-driven market. The utility market won't happen until 2022 onward. And I'm talking about November of 2022. I think a lot of people get stuck in this, mindset that the market's just going to be an uphill, game forever and we're not going to have pullbacks at all. Listen, we will have a bull and bear market this year. We will have that. And if we don't top out by the end of this year, it will most likely be that February or even January timeframe, right? Around that time. And I think that is very, very key to realize, because we don't want to be trapped bag holding for another, 3-4 years. And I think a lot of people need to realize that we will have a bear market. Please don't listen to everything you see from these people who are spewing you guys hopium on a utility-driven market just yet. Now, I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So 1K invested in Solana in January 2021 is worth 138K today. Isn't that absolutely crazy to actually think about? Just think about that. $1,000 in January is worth 138K. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And that is how fast this market actually will change. This is how fast gains are actually made. January to now. That is roughly 8 months. 8 months of bag holding. If you cannot wait 8 months to make $137,000 when people don't even make that in a year, I mean, listen, we're talking about average income families making maybe $60,000 a year. They would have to work nearly 2.5 years to get to that point. And you can't hold your bags for just a little bit more time? I think a lot of people in this game need to learn the idea of patience, or just the overall idea of not overstretching your boundaries. Do not overstretch your investments and you'll be totally fine. Now, we also see here, without congressional oversight, a regulator can run roughshod over the law. Why was Ethereum blessed while its rival Ripple was sued? Why does Coinbase get a Wells notice while crypto lenders like Avi, built on the Ethereum platform, get a pass? And if you guys haven't seen this, basically Coinbase needs to pretty much release all the info of the lenders that are pretty much applying for the lending contract on Coinbase. But we already know that Avi was an Ethereum lending company even before it rebranded into Avi. Isn't that funny to see? Like, I think that Ethereum and Bitcoin at this point is the winning choice for the SEC. But all these other assets for the SEC are just the losers, right? And I think that is the biggest problem here. This is not a fair trial at all. And I honestly think that at the end of this, entire lawsuit, I think that is going to come to fruition. Now, we also see over here the SEC getting Hinman to sign an affidavit stating this speech was only his personal opinion and not that of the SEC's, was both dumb and desperate. It was done out of fear and the fair notice defense. It's not true. Now the court will see how the SEC and Hinman lack credibility. And we see this quote because this is saying, I would say this is a very clear, the man himself referring to his Ethereum free pass speech. It was not a personal opinion. It was the SEC guidance. That was another part of our exercise in terms of making it clearer to the market how we look at these instruments. And if you guys didn't listen in, this is pretty much the whole talk here.
We kind of tried to get that out there. We also, last summer, spoke a little bit more about how we were looking at some of the more decentralized and seasoned digital assets like Bitcoin and Ether on the Ethereum network. And we made it very clear that at this point we don't see a reason to regulate those as securities or transactions in those instruments as securities at this point. I know we're going to get into more detail on this, but that was another part of our exercise in terms of making it clearer to the market how we look at these instruments.
And that is just the clear insight there. This fair notice defense is going to get thrown out on the SEC side, and we are going to win this lawsuit. It is absolutely, without a doubt in my mind, clear to me that we are winning this lawsuit. Also, we see XRP to be listed by Japanese exchange Teo, I hope that I said that right, on September 22nd, following merge with SBI VC trade. Now, I'm just going to say right now, this goes hand in hand with my entire idea that by September 27th, or around that time, we will be back on cue for the major bull run to continue following that September drop from the 4-year cycle going back to 2013-14 and also 2017-18. It will make a clear insight that by this time, XRP will be moving in price as well. We also see that Songbird and Flare networks could be going live around that time period as well, which could be an also great indicator on us being even higher. Now, we also see that Casino Coin is going to be working with Flare Finance, and they just got now or they're becoming a supported F asset as well on Flare Finance. I think that this is absolutely incredible to see as well, because this also helps XRP's price as well. And this could be very interesting to see. I mean, think about it. Casinos, I mean, this could be huge for, overall gambling networks as well as gambling games, all that kind of stuff. Casino Coin is going to be a huge asset that I think that a lot of people should recognize now, as it is being brought onto the Flare Finance network. So we also see a lot of things in regards to the market. Now, I do want to show you guys this. The amount of capital flowing through these networks is massive. As if XRP is used for the settlement with just a fraction of these networks, it could be groundbreaking. And I think that this is what we need to really kind of look into, right? We look at R3. We also look at other things, right? Corda. We also see, a lot of things happening with Interledger as well. I think that this could be huge, right? I think that this could be absolutely massive if we do transact over all of these networks, all of these companies. I mean, it is going to be groundbreaking, like they are saying here, if this is coming to fruition, because we even see Oracle, we see all this other stuff. Now, I do know a lot of people are talking about in regards to this with QNT and all that stuff, but QNT is also working with Ripple, so I think that this could be absolutely huge if this does come to fruition. Now, I also want to ask you guys, do you think it's logical to have a topping point for XRP of about $12.40 by the end of this bull run? I think that we go higher. Let me know what you guys think about that. But this is pretty much, some math here on, where the topping point is for XRP. But I don't know. I think that we could see overall by the end of this bull run $15 to $25. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. Just before this, but Nick, peace out, guys.